Maharashtra has been remembered for not the right things. The municipal corporation going and demolishing the house of a leader in Nagpur just because he joined a procession. The authorities allow a rampaging group to destroy the studio which is located in a hotel just because a comedian came there and criticized someone. Maharashtra's apparently forgotten how to look at business, how to look at growth in the state. Many of the farmer suicides have taken place in Maharashtra. Not a very good thing for a state that is supposed to be the leader for India, the role model for India. Hi, this is RN Bhaskar from Bhaskar Ki Business Baatein. Each week we come to you with a policy analysis or a story or a conversation. And this time we are going to discuss something to do with policy, something to do with Maharashtra, something to do with India. And yes, before I begin, do remember to click the subscribe button. Do click the like button. It encourages us when you like something and also tells us what kinds of stories you like. Let's come back to the story itself, to the policy analysis that we're talking about. Maharashtra has been in the news lately, not for the right reasons. There was a time when Maharashtra used to be in the news because it was the most industrially developed state in India. There was a time when Maharashtra had the highest GDP. There was a time when Maharashtra was profitable and could boast about good financial management. In the last few weeks, Maharashtra has been remembered for not the right things. For instance, just recently, we had the police and the municipal corporation going and demolishing the house of a leader in Nagpur just because he joined a procession. There were two communities which took a procession. The leader of only one community was targeted and his house was demolished by a bulldozer, even before the courts could reach a verdict. And when you think of bulldozers destroying houses, you're reminded of Uttar Pradesh. And the big question is Maharashtra going the Uttar Pradesh way? Look at the way the authorities allow a rampaging group to destroy the studio which is located in a hotel just because a comedian came there and criticized someone. You can't have mob justice. On the one hand, the chief minister says, we will make people pay in Nagpur. Has he said the same thing about Bombay, where a studio was demolished, where a hotel was demolished, and now the municipal corporation is trying to find faults with its construction? This is not fair. This is not done. Unfortunately, the numbers that we will talk about now are numbers that suggest that Maharashtra has lost its vision. Maharashtra has apparently forgotten how to look at business, how to look at growth in the state. You have a chief minister trying to invoke this memory of Aurangzeb for the wrong reasons. This is not Maharashtra. This is not what this industrial state was supposed to be. But then, over the last 3 decades, Maharashtra has not really been fair to all its people. Look at the first chart that we're talking about. Look at irrigation. Water is a source of life, everyone says. But look at how Maharashtra's treated water. Because the sugarcane lobby is very, very strong in Maharashtra, the sugarcane lobby, which also has politicians involved in it, the sugarcane lobby has made sure that water does not reach other areas and only reaches those areas where sugarcane is popular. As a result, Maharashtra has only 17% of its gross irrigated area under water irrigation. Compare that to Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh has 80%. Karnataka, which is also a sugar producing area, has 24%. And when you look at Gujarat, Gujarat has 46%. Maharashtra is 17%. Its irrigation is in a very small area, even though the funds are released for irrigation and are often siphoned away. Remember the scandal about irrigation, which took place 5 years ago? Ministers are mentioned and the case was dropped, saying no charges could be proved. So where did the money go? Why has irrigation not improved in Maharashtra? Why is it that the state government, in its economic survey, refuses to give the latest figures for the last 2 years? A lot of money is spent, but the economic survey of the state government does not give the figures. And that takes us to the second problem. Let's look at sugarcane. Look at the way sugarcane acreage has increased tenfold in the last few decades. Look at the way other crops have grown. The only two crops that have grown are sugarcane and jowar. What about other crops? Since there's no irrigation, other crops cannot grow. And since the farmer has land on which he cannot grow anything because there's no water, farmer distress is great in Maharashtra. Many of the farmer suicides have taken place in Maharashtra. Not a very good thing for a state that is supposed to be the leader for India, the role model for India. Then look at the third chart that is there. You'll find that because Maharashtra has also started adopting the cattle slaughter frenzy of North India, the Hindi belt, the Bimaru states. Even in Maharashtra, you have vigilantes chasing someone saying that this is beef. Look at the way cattle population has declined. Yes, milk production has increased because of one simple reason, that we're using better sperm for artificial insemination. But the cattle population has declined. Maharashtra could have been a bigger producer of milk, but has lost that advantage because it is obsessed with the same insanity that North India is famous for. And just like North India, which does not have enough education, which does not have enough medical facilities, try to look at the medical facilities in Maharashtra. Try to look at the education in Maharashtra. Try to see the growth of primary schools in Maharashtra. Population grew 3 times, so primary schools have also grown 3 times. Primary schools needed to grow 10 times. Illiteracy is bad. Do a survey on schools and you'll find that 6th standard boys and girls can't read the textbooks of second standard. At least 50% of the boys and girls can't do that. What does that show? That you don't have good teachers, you don't have good schools. As a result, children go to schools because of midday meals. They leave school without learning anything. As a result, they're unemployable. That is why unemployment in Maharashtra keeps on growing. And the bigger problem is that Maharashtra has learned to spend more than it earns. It has become a profligate state. Look at the numbers which reveal the state of Maharashtra. Look at the deficit it's grown. Look at other numbers. Everything shows that the Maharashtra government has been spending more. Its debt has increased. This is not a way a reliable state has to grow. And why is this so? For the simple reason that Maharashtra doesn't know what is good for it. Please look at the way Chief Minister after Chief Minister kept quiet. When the government of India transferred the International Finance Center from Maharashtra to Gujarat. The concept of the IFC was created for Maharashtra, for Bombay, for Mumbai. Why? Because Mumbai was a financial capital. So he transferred the IFC to Ahmedabad, to the gift city. As a result, today, the gift city is a ghost town, and every weekend, everyone rushes back to Bombay. Because Bombay is a nerve center of finance. Are you destroying Bombay's strength? Are you destroying Mumbai's strengths? Are you destroying Maharashtra's strengths? Look at the instance. Chief Minister after Chief Minister kept quiet when the gold boots were shifted from Maharashtra, not shifted, but allowed to come up in Gujarat. The center of gold is Bombay, Mumbai. The center of gold is this place where you have the Zaveri Bazaar. The gold boots should have been here. Why was it allowed to go to Gujarat? Similarly, the nerve center of the diamond trade is Mumbai. Why did you allow the center to create one more diamond boots in Gujarat? Today, after a lot of fanfare for 5 years, the gold boots in Surat is crippled. It is limping. Nobody wants to do business there because the markets have collapsed there. Don't try to take strengths away from Maharashtra and transfer them to some other state. And this is where Maharashtra's leaders should have put up a stronger show and said, this is not allowed. This is not done. You must not allow Maharashtra to slip this way. And finally, just look at the number of MSME units, micro and small and medium units, which manufacture items, which offer services and are the largest employees. Look at the way they've died in Maharashtra. Maharashtra has the largest number of closures. When existing units close, new units cannot come up, and you divide a people on the basis of communal disharmony. The future does not look bright for this wonderful state. This was a state and still has a potential of being a state where wealth can be generated. The poor vision of our leaders is destroying the state. Maharashtra cannot be allowed to go the UP way with little education, more communal disharmony, and bulldozer justice. That is not what Maharashtra should be standing for. Anyway, that is my policy message for this week. Next week, we come back and talk to you about something different. And yes, do remember, please click the subscribe button. We need that. And do tell your friends about it. We need to build our audiences so that we can reach out to more people and tell them how to change India, how to make India stronger, how to make productive states become more productive. And finally, do come back next week. I look forward to addressing you once again. Thanks again. Have a great week ahead. You'll find us now every morning at 8:15 a.m. on weekdays, where we come out with daily news, or better still, news behind the news. Do watch it.